This is what it's all about. Wow. Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to Hiking the Wainwrights and welcome to what feels very much like Groundhog Day. I've parked almost in the same place as I did last week, maybe about 5 minutes down the road. The weather's very similar to what it was last week. I'm actually heading up the same path as I did last week and also, hopefully, going to be doing a wild camp this week. In fact, no hopefully about it, I'm definitely doing a wild camp. So if you cast your mind back to last week's video, you remember that I actually walked up Mooresdale, doing it again today, and I went along the bottom of Hardknott, the fell itself. This week we're going up Hardknott, so we're going all the way down. In fact, forget it, let's go and look at the map. So once again from Rhino's Bottom, we're going to head back towards Cockley Beck and make our way to Mooresdale. We're going to whiz along the valley, but this time instead of heading right down to Lynn Cove Beck, we're going to switch back and head up towards Hardknott. And it's a really gentle walk up here towards Eubank. Then it's a quick skip over to Hardknott, and it's at this point we'll try and find somewhere to camp. Let's hope it's not windy. In the morning we'll continue along the fell, maybe go and check out Esdale Needle before dropping down onto Hardknott Pass. And we'll whiz along the road back to Cockley Beck and back to the van. So, somewhat shorter and lower than last week's walk. However, the flipping wind is still crazy. Not as bad as last week's. Last week's was just nuts, as you saw. But still, it's still quite spicy. Could be interesting later on. But by hook or by crook, we are camping tonight. All of us. There's not a chance of me going back down to the van tonight because camp needs to happen. It's been a long time coming. So I'm going to push on, get up towards Lynn Cove Beck and do that switcheroo back up onto the fell and then find hopefully a suitable camp spot. Let's see. Let's go. So in terms of forecast today and tonight, it's supposed to clear out, but I'm finding that very hard to believe. This is a very, very low cloud base. I think it's going to be fully clagged in at the top and zero views. And again, no idea what it's like tomorrow. But wind is going to be pretty strong all night. I mean, it would be nice if it cleared out and we got a bit of sunlight. It is, like I said, it is supposed to. I'm supposed to get a bit of sunshine at sunset, but yeah, it's looking pretty dark already. It's around about this point in last week's video where I was pointing out the little patches of light whizzing across the landscape. Absolutely none of that now. This is Ulfa Fell here. This is where I came down last week on the other side. Yeah, can't even see the top now. But as I've said on previous videos, there's something very special about being enveloped by cloud. I really like it. However, on, camping trips, it can be a little bit creepy. Once it goes dark and all there is mist and your torch isn't as effective and you start hearing noises. This is the first camp since that one last year up on Sutterfell, so I have every right to be a little bit scared, a little bit worried about what the hell is going to be stood next to my tent tonight. If you've not seen that video, check it out after this one. Hey Hurdy, were you there last week? Alright, not that you can tell, but I am in line now with Black Crag, which is just kind of there-ish. And we're getting up onto this little bit of a plateau before you drop down to Linn Cove Beck. And roughly, without falling my backside, roughly about 500 metres away from the point at which we double back and head up. I mean, I could be anywhere, couldn't I? I could just be lying to you now and say I could be somewhere just around the corner from my house and just saying I'm there, but trust me, I am. Yeah, I need to be really careful around here because it's very, very wet underfoot, and I'm trying desperately not to get wet feet before I find somewhere to camp, because there's nothing worse than having wet feet and wet shoes. It's horrible. Right, I need to concentrate now because it's, as you can see, navigation is going to be challenging for that final 500 metres and trying to find that path. So let's have a look. Can I jump that? I don't know if I can. I might be able to with a bit of a run up. Let's have a look. Oh, heck. Oh. All right, that was not a good idea at all. I now have a semi-wet foot. Damn it. Definitely can't jump as far when you've got a bit of weight on your back. Oh, flipping heck. I've got one semi-wet foot. I don't want two. Right, I think we could be good. Isn't it lovely? I know it's kind of weird to say that it's lovely because it's so bleak, but once again, as I've said many, many times before, bleak but beautiful. And it really is. Very natural, very wild, and like I said last week, very remote here as well. Wonderful. Okay, now I've got to the point where I'm going to switch back and head up the ridge. So it is like a little bit of a ridge, this fell. And you can certainly feel that as you approach this area here. Sorry if the wind's too loud. Oh, my voice is too loud. But yeah, it feels like a ridge. And we're now on the crest of that ridge, following a whole pack of herdies up there. So last week, I carried on down that way from this direction and along down to Linn Cove Beck. What you can't see here is Scarfell, Scarfell Pike, Bowfell and Crinkle Crags here. Can't see any of it. But you never know, it might clear out. Anyway, it's lovely, I love it. Not a soul around, and to be honest with you, I kind of knew that would be the case. I knew no one would be here. However, I think there may well be people camping up at the top because it's such an easy one to get to. I've put this extra leg in here today to make a little bit of a walk out of it, but it is somewhere that you can get to from Hardknott Pass. So you can park at the top of Hardknott Pass and then walk up and camp. And I've actually done a video of exactly that if you're interested, and if you haven't seen it already. I can't remember what it's called. I'll put a link to it down below, along with the Sutterfell link as well, in case you're interested to watch after this one, because who knows what's going to happen on this particular video. It could be hell on earth. Utterly featureless. Just as I said, utterly featureless. 3 women come out of the mist. I must admit, I did not expect to see anybody today. I really didn't. So, especially here, I thought I might see people up on Hardknott perhaps, but not this part of it. Probably not showing on this camera, but I can see a little bit of loomage here, and that is Eubank. So I'm going to head over that direction. Hardknott is that way, but I might be able to find a bit of shelter here. Let's go and have a look. So this is Eubank here, and it drops away a lot more to the side But that's no good for me because that's the west side and it's a westerly wind today. So somewhere around here could be good. Whew, definitely not this bit. Look, you can see there's this little squeeze here again, like a wind tunnel. Here we go. Let's get through it to the other side. Wow. Yeah, you can see that, it's definitely a wind tunnel. So let's have a look up here. This looks like it could be promising. So this is the top of U Barrow here, and I can hear the wind just zipping past. This would be a lovely spot, but I think it's directly in the wind. Let's have a look. Yeah. Nice flat pitch, right in the wind. Let's push on, let's keep going. So I'm going to head over to Hardknott, which is out there somewhere, a little bit higher than where we are now. You have to kind of use your imagination. Down there is Upper Eskdale and Eskdale beyond that and whatever. Let's keep pushing on. I don't want a repeat of last week though, where I was just, darting backwards and forwards, trying to find somewhere, finding a few potential places and then moving on, trying to find somewhere a little bit better, then losing height, and then it just got to the point where I was like, oh no, I've gone too far away from those initial spots now that would be quite good, and I can't be bothered going back up because it's quite a long way. I don't want to do that again this week. So we do lose a bit of height here as we head over to Hardknott, but not a lot. It's not a lot at all. And then it's a pretty steady away walk, this actually, all the way. The fell isn't particularly high. Walking up to, sorry, that wind nightmare. Walking up to U Bank wasn't arduous at all. Really very easy, bimble along there. And then the walk up from here to Hardknott is nothing as well. So it's nice. Okay, at the lowest point now, you can kind of see it. Hopefully you can see the ground goes up hill now, which is good because I was getting a bit cold then, just dropping down. That's going that way, but I'm just going to check it out around here. It doesn't seem so bad in this bit. Okay, I think I might have found my spot for the night. This is the first time in a good 40 minutes where I can actually hear other stuff other than wind. So I'm in this little bit of a natural amphitheatre here, about 300 metres away from the summit, which is over in that direction, and west is pretty much in that direction, and it's a westerly wind, so it's pretty sheltered. It's not bad, it'll do. So I think I'm going to pitch here, round about here. It's a little bit soggy underfoot, but I'm going to use this moss as a little bit of a natural mattress. Very excited. Right, let's get the tent up. I'll be damned. I was not expecting this at all. I thought we clagged in the whole flipping time, but look, we can actually see where we are now. So here's the tent with the longest and most ridiculous guy ropes in the world. There's Ulfa Fell. That's where I was last week, trying to find somewhere and couldn't find anywhere. And you might be able to make out the Rhinos Pass Road there, and I can actually see the van. It's still there, which is good. And we've got here going up to Greyfriar, and behind that you've got Great Cars and Wetside Edge. Hartefell over there, Hardknott here. Where's this wind come from? What the hell? But I think I'm all right here, you know. I think if I just duck back up here, it's not too bad. So the wind is kind of coming in from this direction, hence why I've got the back of the tent there and the door this side, so I can hopefully cook. Look at these guy ropes, they're awful. Honestly, the worst ever. I think what I'm going to do is get my other coat on, because it is cold. When that wind picks up, it gets really cold. So I've got my big blue down jacket. It's dead cosy. Love it. So yes, well, like I said, jacket on, food on later on. I think I might get a wee cheeky beer on and we'll have a little wander around. Let's do that. Oh, okay. It feels good to have this jacket back on again. It's been a while since I last wore it. It's flipping lovely and cosy. It's like being in bed, but outdoors. Yeah, so we've got a little bit of sunlight on, looking up towards Stonesteep Pike, I believe. Wow, that wind's just got right up. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. I'm going to have a little wander up towards the summit. I'm not going to go up the summit. I'm going to leave that to tomorrow morning. And in the morning, we'll head over and have a look at the Eskdale Needle as well. The steeple, whatever it's called. What's going on here? Wardrobe malfunctions. I've probably got nasal malfunctions as well. I do apologise if there's a lot of snot hanging out of my nose or on my beard or anything. It's just a nightmare. This is what it's like here. But look at it. It's gorgeous. Right, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to get my gloves on and then I grab a beer and we're going to head up onto the summit, or at least see what's on the other side here. This wind, honestly. I'll tell you what, let's go over here because I think I can see a bit of a view. And it's so nice to have a bit of sunlight. Wow. There you go. Look at that. That's nice, isn't it? That's a nice view with this little townlet here. Can you even hear me? I don't know. Okay, so you can actually see where I was last week. I went down there along Link Cove Beck, and then that's Bowfell, the pointy one, betwixt Bowfell and Crinkle Crags, which is that there. You got Esk Pike, Esk Hawes, and then up to Scarfell. Well, actually, that's Ill Crag, Scarfell Pike, Scarfell, and you can see the pointiness of Slideside there. Wonderful, look at the light. Wow, I should have brought my flipping camera. Damn it. Wow. Anyway, I think it's time to partake in a cheeky Steve Wallace Step 2 and crack a beer up. I want to find some. Ooh, this looks pretty good here actually. Let's have a look. Oh, that's not bad. Hey. This is not bad at all. I think you can hear me now. Whew. Anyway, cheers to you all. I hope you're enjoying this wee camp. I think it's going to be potentially quite a wild night tonight. Anyway, sorry, cheers. Yeah, it could be a wild night tonight. I'm just enjoying the wildness of it, to be honest with you, because, and I was going to mention this last week, completely forgot to mention it and didn't really get a chance because it was all supposed to be once I got the tent pitched, to explain why I needed to come out and do this and get out into the wilds of the Lake District and just feel, you know, nature and get close to it. A couple of reasons. One is we've just got back from Madeira, and that one, though it was an absolutely wonderful trip, it was a lot of hard work. We've got 4 videos in the can, ready to edit, so I've got a lot of editing to do. It was hard work. There's a lot of people there. I mean, it's a beautiful place, beautiful island, some incredible landscapes. I mean, the geology there is actually mind-blowing. It was beautiful in that sense, but just off season, it was still really busy. It was just full on the whole week, just people. And by the time I got back, I just thought, you know what, I need to get out. So that's what I did last week. I was kind of hoping to camp, didn't at all, completely failed up there. Didn't happen at all, but well, you saw it if you've watched it already. You saw how crazy and windy it was. So it ticked the box in that sense. And the second reason, I mentioned it on a community post last week. My mum passed away the last day I was in Madeira. I got messages when I was in Madeira, and that just sent me into this kind of, you know, a bit of a downward spiral. Really upsetting, obviously, and just wanted to get away. That's nice, looking down Dudden. So yeah, you can kind of see where Burke's Bridge is down that way. We park up to go up Hartefell. That's Hartefell there. And you can kind of make out from here Dow Crag, and next to it Constant Old Man just peeking through as well. And a minute ago I could actually see, I think I could see Windermere, but I might be dreaming that one. It's difficult to tell through that tiny gap. I just had my first pang of hunger. There's the tent. So I think I might get the jet boil on and get some scrannage going. I've got chicken korma again. I just found this little place a minute ago as I had a wander around, and I think this could be quite a nice place to cook up some food. Well, when I say cook, you know, reheat some sludge. But this could have been quite a good place to pitch the tent, actually. It's completely out of the wind, a little bit slopey, but not too bad. Not too bad at all, damn it. And you've got this little area here as well. There's loads of places like this on this fell. It's a wonderful little hill. But yeah, let's get some food on. Oh, that's like the perfect seat as well. Oh, it's wonderful. Let's have a beer. Another one. I've only got 2, I promise. Cheers. Oh, this is wonderful. Where should I cook? This side? Here? Ooh. Perfect. Chicken korma. Well, that didn't even touch the sides. Actually, saying that, it might be all around the sides. You would tell me, wouldn't you? Look at it. Flipping heck. What a place to sit and have your scran. It's pretty stunning, isn't it? So I think what I'm going to do is get all this stuff back to the tent and perhaps grab my last beer and sit somewhere on one of these rocks and enjoy the sunset. You know, these expedition food thingies, they're flipping good, you know, they really are. And you kind of, some people turn their noses up at dehydrated food, but it is really good. I mean, I'd eat that at home. I really would. It is that good. Kind of spicy as well for a korma. Normally kormas aren't spicy. I think I've mentioned that before in a previous video. That sounds like a bloody stuck record. Oh man, I was not expecting this at all. What a treat. A little bit irritated though because I haven't got my camera. I could be getting some good landscapey shots, some good herdy shots, because there's quite a lot of herdies around here. Keep popping their heads up and going, what the hell's that thing doing here? Let's dump all this stuff. So quite a few of you have asked, you know, where's Finn? Not seen Finn for ages. She will be out soon, probably in next week's video. So next week is the Black Mass. If you don't know what Black Mass is, it's basically the Black Clan, my Patreon group. We meet up a couple of times a year, and this year, next week, we're having a camp in Kettlewell. So it's all weekend. We're meeting up on a Friday. We're going to have food and drinks in the pub. Going to go for a nice walk on Saturday, then more food and drinks in the pub on the Saturday night, and then home on Sunday. And I'm going to film it. I'm going to do a video of that. And Finn is coming, so you'll see Finn then. And if you're interested in coming along to something like that, then why not consider supporting this channel and coming along to one of the Black Masses, being part of the Black Clan and coming to a Black Mass, because we're having these a couple of times a year, and it may eventually go to more than a couple of times a year, I don't know. It's such a good time and it's a great bunch of people. And you know, for that kind of subscription, it's either £2, £5 or £10 a month, depending on what you go for. You get these perks here. So, you know, as well as enjoying these videos, and as well as knowing that you're supporting this channel and helping me get out and doing these videos that I think you enjoy, you also get some extra bits and pieces as well. Anyway, I'm waffling. Supposed to be getting that last beer, and what was I doing? What the hell was I doing? Where's that final beer? Let's grab it. It's funny, because when the wind dies down like it has now, it's really, really lovely. And as I mentioned earlier on, unless I've cut it out, I don't know, but there's actually a bit of heat in that sun. It's lovely, even at this time of day. Wonderful shadow. I'm going to go up there, because that rock is looking very enticing to me with that view of the crinkles beyond it. Let's go and have a look at it. Oh, God. It's really boggy around here. I need to be careful later on if I am wandering around the dark. There's lots of little boggy bits. Let's go up here, let's get in the sunshine. I don't know if I will be wandering around the dark. I just don't have to be bothered. That wind's cold. But isn't it a wonderful place? I mean, look at it. It's like a playground around here. Okay, this is that rock that we can see from down there. And sure enough, yes, it has got a marvellous view out to the north. That's quite special, isn't it? Okay, the sun has just set and it's just after 8 o'clock now, And we're getting this beautiful blue hour with these pink clouds. Wonderful. I don't know if you can see them up there, look, little fluffy one there. And looking out towards the east, back over towards Ambleside Way. That lovely pinky purple. And the wind, dare I say it, has dropped a little bit. It feels very serene at the moment. I think this is my favourite time of the day. My favourite time on a camp. When everything just goes quiet. Everybody's gone home. Sun's gone home. And you just spot the odd herdie here and there, you know, just munching away. Just kind of keep on munching until they can't see anymore and then go and settle down on some crag somewhere. It's lovely. This is what it's all about. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do, I'm not going to hang around outside because it is cold and it seems pretty pointless just running around in the dark. Oh, cosy. It really is super cosy here. And it's been a long time since I've had a night in the tent. Very excited. Not excited now, it's happening now. But looking forward to a good night's sleep. I'm absolutely bushed. So, yeah, hopefully it's going to stay like this. The wind, as in, you know, none of it. And hopefully I'll still be here in the morning. Alrighty, I'll see you in the morning. Night night. Good morning, everybody. Well, I was not expecting a sunrise like this whatsoever. Wow. That is utterly beautiful. And I think it's literally been the last couple of minutes it's done this. I peeked out earlier on this morning and it was just like the rest of it, gloomy as hell. In fact, the summit of Hardknott is completely clagged in. So yeah, what a lovely little treat this is. I don't know if you can tell by the state of my face. I didn't have much sleep at all last night. It was just noisy. Well, it was a funny one. It was fairly still here, but every now and then I just get absolutely battered by the wind coming down off the hill here. Flipping heck, so I could hear it all night, whizzing across the top, really loud wind, but every now and then the little tendrils came down. Tendrils of wind came down through these little sort of tunnels and just battered the tent, shook it really violently. And so that seemed to happen every time I was just drifting off, typically. So I think I've had about 3 minutes sleep. Anywho, it doesn't matter, look at it. But by heck, it's cold. I think it's about 2 degrees with that cheeky little breeze. It's probably dropping it down to about 0. To help me wake up a little bit and get me on for the rest of the walk is I'm going to get a coffee on. So, yeah, let's get in. Although I don't want to pull myself away from that. It's just too beautiful. Heck, that light coming down the valley there. Can you hear the geese? Can you see the geese? That was funny. They were flying straight towards me and they all started communicating with each other. Go right, quick. Let's go up the valley, get out the flipping wind. Oops. Wow, that is a good cup of coffee. Alrighty, quick as a flash, tent is gone. It's almost like I wasn't even here. Look at it, still amazing light out towards Ambleside. I think once I get across Rhino's Pass, I think it might be quite a nice day over there. Who knows? Anyway, I've checked the site, nothing left. Let's get going. I kind of started to cool off a little bit there. I've got a bit chilly. There's my buff. And my feet have kind of gone a bit numb. So I need to get going. We're going to head up to the summit of Hardknott. I suspect the best way to get there from here is probably hugging this this east side a bit, because this whole middle section here is just a quagmire. In fact, I think I might struggle here as well. Let's have a look. It might not be too bad. And then get up to there, and then I can just zip across. Yeah, so you can see the crinkles are all clagged in again. And I suspect once we get a little bit higher, we'll be able to see that the scarfells are too. The wind has definitely died down significantly now. Yep, completely clagged. So this is what we were seeing last night. We were seeing the scarfells here, S-Pike, Bowfell, the crinkles, and Ulfafell. But yep, gone. That is an incredible bit of rock, isn't it? Look at that. Such an incredible landscape. Just this uplift, and we'll see it a bit further up as well. You can imagine the way that the ground has gone like that. You could spend hours up on this fell, exploring and, you know, just looking at all these little nooks and crannies. There's so much to see. It's a wonderful place. Wonderful. Okay, prepare yourselves for cuteness overload. There's a little black herdy lamb. That is very cute. I've got no chance of getting close at all. Hey herdies. Oh, that's lovely. Alright, so the summit's just up here. Okay, here we are on the summit of Hardknott, and luckily we've got a little bit of visibility looking out to the west, looking out towards the Scarfells. Back to Rhinos Pass, gone. That's completely disappeared. Lovely. And you know how I said the wind has died down a bit? It hasn't. You can see the clouds are whipping across there. So I think what I'm going to do now is go and locate the steeple, aka the Eskdale Needle. We're going to have a look at that, and then we'll make our way back down to the road. Okay, that's where we just came across a minute ago with the herded lamb. Okay, there it is. Looks so hard to see though because this is not a lot of contrast, but that's it. There you go. 50 foot high, that is. Let's see if we can see it from here. I don't think we will be able to, but we'll have a look. Yeah, we can actually. A little bit. Just there. I think if you wanted to get a shot of it, proper shot really, it'd probably need to be right down there. You can even see it, it's so blending into the background. Do you even care? I don't know. Right, let's get the hell out of here. Let's get to the pass, like I said, and we'll walk down the road and then get to the van and then get some brekkie. Such a wonderful little fell. And like I've said, probably a gazillion times already in this particular video, there are so many nooks and crannies that you can go and explore and investigate. So much to see. And you know, considering it's such an amazing fell, I've only seen 3 people the whole time I've been here. Those 3 women I saw yesterday who were coming down from Eubank. That's it. That's all I've seen. I was sure that I'd see wild campers or, you know, just other people out hiking, but not a sausage. Nada. And yet, I mean, okay, the weather's been a bit rubbish, but it was a Saturday, it's now Sunday, and you can guarantee that Scarfell Pike would have been rammed yesterday, despite the weather. It's just not something that people want to tick off because it's not England's highest mountain or Helvellyn with its ridges. It's seen as boring, but does this look boring to you? Hell, this is a really interesting, fascinating place. Bloody boggy, mind you. Look at it, look. Everywhere you look, just rocks and stuff. Bogs. Okay, back on the main path now. We're going to drop down over Raven Crag onto road, so not far at all. I mean, the launch point is squelchy, the landing point is squelchy, but what the hell? Almost broke my ankle. Okay, so we've got Core in front of us there, just touching the clouds, and White Maiden up in the clouds. That's the beginning of the ridge to Dow Crag, and I'll be hitting that fairly soon, I think, probably next few weeks. Let's try it. It's suddenly gone very, very dark. So in a minute, should get the first glimpse of the road. In fact, There it is, you might be able to see a car coming up. Okay, fairly deserted pass. In fact, not fairly, completely deserted. Quite surprised by that. I thought there'd be people here in vans. It's times like this that I wish I had my rollerblades. Can you imagine going down here on rollerblades? See, now there's a shot potential there. Flippin' heck. Hurdy here, and in the background is Ilbel on the Kentmere Horseshoe. That's the only downside to camping. I'm already carrying enough gear without all that glass as well. So the van is over there. So Cockley Beck just here, and the van there. I think I can see it. I hope it's not a burnt out wreck. Now, this side of Hardknott Pass is actually the easy side. It's pretty straightforward as long as there's no one coming the opposite direction, but the other side, there's some pretty heart-stopping moments there. Going up and down. I could cut the corner out and just walk down there, but might as well drive it. This is Hardknott Gill, and it's lovely. Just going to get closer to the edge so you can see it. It's just something you don't normally see because you're too busy stressing out about driving up the pass. But it's really nice. It'd be nice to get down there actually and have a little wander up. So up this side. Peekaboo. Okay, these are the cows that I avoided last week. Belted Galloways. Hardly killer cows, are they? Okie dokie, back down to Cockley Beck, and about 5 minutes away from the van now. That person there was just having a wee, and I've just caught them on camera. I don't know how long that cow's behind me, but it could have been a good 5 minutes. Oops. Wow, it suddenly got really busy. Okay, so we can actually see where I was last night, right up there, because when I was up there I could see here. I could see the van, I could see Cockley Beck, kind of there-ish. Morning. Okay, back at the van, aka the Brekkie-mobile. It's a chariot that's going to take us to the land of breakfast. Let's go. Lovely, thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks.
Ketchup, brown sauce?
Some brown sauce, please, would be great. Thank you.